Hello and good morning, parents. This is geometry. All right, so here we have signed numbers, and you were taught certain rules. Okay, so if the signs are the same, and I want all of you to copy this down. So put same signs, you add, and keep the sign. Number two, opposite signs, you subtract. Keep the signs that you have more of, and that's when you add or subtract. When you multiply or divide, rule number three is same sign will be a positive and opposite signs will be a negative. That's when you multiply or divide. Now look here, this is a minus, but the signs are the same, so you're going to add them up. That's rule number one, and keep the sign, so that should be a negative 10. And you have to learn these rules. This one right here is a double negative, that's a plus. Now the signs are opposite, so you have to subtract. You have more positives, so that's going to be a positive 2. This one right here is also a double negative, that's a plus. It's going to be the same answer. This one right here, you have the same sign, so you're going to add it and get negative 14. This one right here is on the EOC, and by the way, we're going to take that in a minute, and we'll talk about that in a second. So take a look here. Let's graph this. We're going to go over 7, up 2, and put point A. Then we're going to go over 2, and then down 10, and that's point B. Now you're going from A to B according to this right here. That's the key. So basically you're going backwards. Make a right triangle, like that. Now count the distance from here to here. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 5 here. And then the distance from here to here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that looks like 12. Okay, the ratio is 5 to 1. Let me make this a little smaller so we can see it. Okay, so the ratio is 5 to 1, so you're going to add that up. So 5 plus 1 is 6, and the first number goes on top of that. So it's going to be 5 out of 6 pieces. So you're going to break this up into 6 pieces. Let's see what that's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to keep 5, but you're going from A to B, so you're going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your answer should be somewhere up in this region right there. Now let's see if we can find that. All right, so now that we kind of know where it's at, let's work it out. So we're going to take 5 over 6 twice, and we're going to multiply times this right here. When you multiply it times 5 over 1, you're going to get 25 over 6. And 6 goes into 25 4 times and 1 6. So it's going to be over 4. And I'm looking at this, and my graph mustn't be quite right. 5 out of 6. So over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's 4 from this way here. And 4 and 1 6 seems like it's going to be too much, but it's going this way. So remember, you're going this way. Okay, so let's think about it. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1/6 of another one. So it's 1/6 right here. But you're starting from the origin, so it's going to be over 2 and 5/6. Okay, that's right. So it's going to be 2 and 5 over 6 should be correct. Okay? And then this one right here is going to be 5 over 6 times 12 over 1. That's 60 over 6, which equals 10. So on this one, you're going to go down 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down 10 is here, and that hits exactly where I thought it would be. Okay, so down 10, and down 10 when you start at the origin is going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be exactly 8. But that's a negative because you're going down. And that's your answer. And that's exactly how to do it. All right, so on today, when you finish the EOC, all right, you're going to go to Clever in a moment, okay? But when you finish it, I want you to start on this worksheet. I'm going to leave these worksheets on the front desk. When you finish taking the EOC, work on this sheet right here. And the rules are up here, and the answers are on the back. And I want you to do both sides of this worksheet. All right, now take a look. Get your laptop out and go to Clever, okay? And look for Performance Matters. And you're looking for the geometry test. So find it, log in, go to Clever, find Performance Matters, and start taking that test right there. If you don't have your laptop and you need to check one out, you got to sign out. Okay, on the laptop is a number. Put your name, put your number, and when you return that laptop back to the cart, scratch your name out with one line. Okay, one line only so I can read who it was. And if there's any damage to that computer when you bring it, let me know immediately. All right, good luck, and I'll see you in class. All right, let's talk about now MCR class. Okay, so this is MCR. So what we're going to do here is elimination. Now, you can see that this is a plus 3. If I had a negative 3 right here, these would cancel. So I'm going to multiply this one by a negative 3. Okay? So negative times a negative, that's going to be a positive 21x minus 3y. And then 19 times 3 is going to be some big number, 57, and that's going to be a positive. The second one stays the same, so that's going to be negative 2x plus 3y equals a negative 19. Let's see what happens here. On this one right here, this cancels. Okay? And so now that that cancels, this gives me 19x is equal to whatever that is. So 57 minus 19 is 38. And if you divide by 19, I think you get 2. So divide it by 19, and I do get 2. So x is equal to 2. At this point, you get to pick whichever one you like. I happen to like the second one. So step 2. Now you're going to plug in your 2 right here, so that's going to be, scratch that out, negative 4 plus 3y. Now you're going to add 4 to both sides, and when you do, you get 3y is equal to whatever that is, a negative 15, I think it is. And when you divide by 3, you get a negative 5. And that's how you do that. That's elimination. Here is sign numbers. Let's go over these real quick. These are the same sign, so that should be a negative 10. This makes a plus. These are opposite. You have more positives. This one should be the same way. You have more positives. This one you have more negatives, so it's going to be a negative 6, and that's how you do that. Today you're going to be working on this same worksheet that the geometry kids are working on. Make sure you learn these rules up here. Memorize them, okay? If you want to, write them a couple of times, and that should help you memorize it, okay? Or that's it, and the answers are at the bottom. So do front and back. Have a good morning, and I'll see you in class.